Hello everyone, good morning and welcome back to the Glassman's world. I'm about to get started here. Another morning of glass. So looks like it's maybe a clear day. Kind of cloudy-ish, I don't really know. I think the sun's just barely coming up right now. So today we're gonna be working on some more mushrooms. It seems like that's all I've been making recently, but I want to finish up another 50 here, and that way we can have another batch of 50 all ready to go. And I kind of wanted to display them all out here as well. So we're going to try to fit another 5 on the table here. So by moving these over like this, I just put these over on the torch stand there, and we'll be able to fit 5 more right there. Hopefully, should be. All right. So let's get started, guys. Oh, let me move that over just slightly, get you a better angle there, and let me get in on the video here so I can read your comments. So as you guys know, here at the Glassman's World, I tend to do a lot of glass blowing. Which actually, this is actually known as lamp working or torch work. The torch is known as the lamp, so it's either torch work or lamp work. And this is what I've been doing ever since 1995. Been blowing glass for a really long time now, guys. And around 1997, I think, was when I first started to show my glass in public. And I started to sell at the flea market, which I talked about recently on the Expo New Mexico being shut down, closing its doors, and State Fair going to be leaving. I think next year will be the last time the State Fair will be there. And Expo New Mexico was or is the home of the flea market, New Mexico Flea Market, and that's going to possibly have to relocate. I'm not 100% sure on that. I don't know who's going to get evicted. I know that the casino and the racetrack are going to stay there at the fairgrounds, which means I wonder if they are privately owned, if they actually purchased the land there. If the state doesn't own it, or if it's just because they were given a lease up until like 2047 or 49, something like that. But either way, today we're going to be talking about live glass blowing demonstrations. And so I started out there at the flea market just selling glass. And I think around that same year, in 1997, was when I first started doing live demonstrations in front of people. And doing live demos, you know, it's not such an easy task. Not too many people can do it or know how to do it. To be able to concentrate on what you're doing and not burn yourself, not cut yourself, not break the piece that you're working on, to, you know, not mess up what you're doing, and while still being able to keep the conversation going and to be active and to talk. It really is tricky. It's not that easy of a thing to be able to do. I kind of tend to make it look easy, I guess, because I've been doing it for so long. But other than that, you know, it's not that easy. But I've been blowing glass for 29 years now, almost 30 years. Next summer will be 30 years. So I've been doing live glassblowing demos since I think 1997. I'm trying to remember specifically where it was that I was doing these live demos. I think it was in Old Town in 1997. Um, yeah, I'm trying to remember. Like, I believe in 97 in Old Town at my friend's shop at uh, the what are they called? Enchantment Fountains? Is that what they were called? Fountains of Enchantment? I don't remember the name of their business now. It's been such a long time. But they hosted me, and I started doing live glassblowing demos there in '97. And then I remember also being featured on Channel 7 News around that time in 1997. And I was doing the live glassblowing demos during that time there as well in Old Town. And I had met, what's his name? Joe Diaz from Channel 7 News, and spoke to him during the Christmas tree lighting, which that was actually last night. Here in Old Town, Albuquerque, New Mexico, they had the Christmas tree lighting. We didn't go. I ended up opting out and decided not to go down there. It was going to be a little bit too cold, and we were going to have to catch a bus and everything. And so I decided to take my son elsewhere. We got to see Santa at the mall instead. Oh, let me move this out of the way. This thing's been in the way for a while. So yeah, in '97 I started doing live glassblowing demos. And then I did a live demo on Channel 7 News. I was featured there in the morning show with Mark Ronchetti, Cynthia Izaghetti, and I don't remember who else was hosting that morning. I believe it was another female next to Cynthia Izaghetti. And I made a Christmas ornament there live on TV, which was really cool to be able to say that you got to do a live glassblowing demo on the news, you know, in studio. I actually took my torch and everything into their studio there. They needed me to be there before 5 a.m. And I was set up, you know, before 5 a.m. ready to go. And they're like, okay, we're not sure exactly when we're going to go to you and your segment, but we'll try to give you a few moments of a heads up. And I'm like, oh, okay, a few moments. Like, if I'm only going to have a couple minutes time and I only have a few moments to know, I'm going to need to just be prepared and have the glass melted and everything. So I had the glass all ready to go. Basically was spinning glass for like over an hour. Oh, let's see my trick again. Or not my trick, my little game. This is how close I got to getting it centered. I'm always about that inch off. Always like a little inch off. There's only one time when I got it perfect. I was like, oh my god. So yeah, doing that demo was fun on the live air. So I've been doing glass demos since about 1997, and I've gotten pretty comfortable with doing those. And this coming weekend, next weekend, December 14th, in Nob Hill Albuquerque, here in Albuquerque, New Mexico, they're going to be hosting the Twinkle Light Parade, which is a Christmas parade where they have all the cars and all the different floats and everything all lit up, and they have it there at Route 66 on Central. And our friends have a shop there, the Vaporium 3808 Central, and they're the ones who host the markets every weekend. So they'll probably be set up today with a bunch of vendors there, and then usually on Sundays, so tomorrow, I'll probably be over there set up with them as well. And it's been a couple weekends since I've actually set up with them because it's been cold. And then when I have my daughter, like I have her every other weekend, and I don't like to go out and vend while she's just home chilling all by her, well, not by herself, she's with my wife, but then, you know, the time that we're supposed to be spending together, I'm out vending and stuff, and I don't like losing that time. So I haven't been there in a couple weeks, but I plan to be there tomorrow. And next Saturday, December 14th, during the Twinkle Light Parade, Vaporium will have their doors open. That's 3808 Central. They'll be having me doing some live glass blowing. So I'm not sure exactly what I'll be making, but probably a lot of small jewelry, small items, and things like that. Figurines, little sculptures, and probably Christmas ornaments. I'll probably just be focusing on Christmas items, you know, candy canes, snowflakes, snowmen, things like that. Little Santa hats, and a bunch of Christmas ornaments. You know, things like this here. So I'll be making a lot of Christmas ornaments there. You know, Christmas trees, things like that. Little snowmen, you know, little Christmas ornaments, things like that. So, yeah, so come on down, check it out if you're here in Albuquerque. And hopefully I'll be able to stream it live. Although I know there's a lot of times we have music playing in the background, and I don't know how to mute my live stream. I haven't figured out how to mute my live stream. So maybe I can figure out how to do that, and we can just keep it live up. You might not be able to hear anything. Or maybe we just go live and let you guys hear all the Christmas festivities, and then just know that it'll get deleted, or the whole entire video will eventually get muted out. Alright, so we're working on a yellow mushroom here. So yeah, please share this video out. Tell all your friends about the live glass blowing demos at the Vaporium. They're going to have some, I believe, free hot cocoa to all the visitors who come in and check out the Vaporium and check out the live glass blowing. And I also believe that there may be a visit from Santa Claus, if I'm not mistaken. So we may be getting a Christmas tree, or maybe even donating our Christmas tree that we recently just got. We just purchased our very first family Christmas tree. It's an artificial tree that we'll keep for years and years, but it's our first one, you know, after being together for 5 years. We finally have a tree, a full-size tree that we're testing out for the first time with our kitties to see if they're going to climb up in it and destroy it, knock down all the hand-blown glass of Christmas ornaments. So yeah, we may lend out our tree. We got some really awesome Christmas decorations that I purchased online, actually from one of my clients that I do yard work for. And she was selling the set. The Christmas tree was worth what she was asking. Pre-lit, beautiful 7-foot Christmas tree. And then she had all these lawn decorations that were included at an amazing price. Like, I was just like, what? Like, okay. So we got these big old lawn ornaments that don't fit in our 2-bedroom apartment that well. And so I may donate them to the event next week. I may have a bunch of little critters all lit up. You know, I'd love to show those to you, actually. Our Christmas tree's all lit up right now with all the critters in front of the tree. Sorry about that. I keep hitting my face and my head on the camera. I keep hitting the tripod. So yeah, maybe in just a moment, I'll make a couple of these, and then we'll go check out the lights and the Christmas tree. But yeah, I believe Santa will be there, so bring your kids, come check out Santa Claus. We'll have hot cocoa. I'm sure we'll probably have some candy canes as well. And we'll be right there on Central, Route 66. Perfect spot for viewing the Twinkle Light Parade. I believe they have both sides of traffic all shut down. One side of traffic going from east to west down Central. That's where they normally have the parade, and then on the south side of Central is where they have walking traffic. So that's where people can walk and they can gather, they can sit right there. It is packed, guys. If you guys want to watch the parade, you have to get there pretty early. I wish we had rooftop seats. That would be cool. I'm not sure if I'm going to be outdoor blowing glass right outside, so then I can actually see the parade, or if I'm going to be inside away from the parade. But we'll be right there, 3808 Central. From, I don't know how, I'll probably be set up blowing glass before the parade starts. So that way there'll be some pre-activities going on before everything. So you guys can come down and check out the shop, see what's going on. Maybe get yourself a good spot right in front of the shop. Bring your chairs, your lawn chairs, set them up. So good morning to all you for tuning in and watching right now. It's Saturday morning. It's 7:30 here in Albuquerque. I'm about to get ready to get going here in a little while. Always got to do my errands on Saturday morning. But I just wanted to let you know about the free glass blowing that we're going to be doing next weekend here in Albuquerque, Nob Hill, 3808 Central. That's at the Vaporium, our shop, our friend's shop, the Vaporium. They have all kinds of cool gifts. You can get t-shirts made on demand there, and all kinds of really awesome glass, jewelry, beautiful crystals, and like quartz crystals and little carved critters and fetishes and things like that. A lot of cool items. So come on down, check it out. And good morning to those of you who are watching right now. And hello to everyone else who's watching this live stream later on after it's streamed live. So I'm working on mushrooms right now, pushing mushrooms. Basically, got to pull a stringer of colored glass. The colored glass is pre-made by a glass alchemist. I purchased the colored glass and the clear glass from a glass supplier, and then I just put them together to make beautiful creations in glass. And right now, we are getting the clear glass molten, forcing the solid color glass into the molten, pushing it in like butter, allowing it to form a mushroom inside of there, cutting off the color, melting that air pocket, the air bubble out right there that we just forced in there from that color. Got to get the air bubble out, shape it round, form a loop, and call it a day. So these are one of the first items that I ever learned how to make back in 1995. This is one of the items that I always make while doing live demonstrations, and it's one of those items that I can get away with making them and then hand annealing them and not having to kiln them, so they could be sold for $5 right away. Pretty much anything else, there's a couple other items that I can make that I keep real cheap, but pretty much anything else has to be put in the kiln and won't be ready for several hours after they're put in the kiln. So doing live demos, you know, if I got to make some big items like the Christmas ornament, that's probably going to require me either bringing a kiln or getting a fire mat that I can then put the hot items in and try to keep the heat in and allow them to cool slowly without cracking, so I can then get them home later and put them in the kiln. So doing live demonstration is not the most ideal for me, but it's really good for drawing a crowd, bringing, creating a spectacle basically, bringing the moths to the flame. Whenever I'm doing live demonstrations, people just love to watch. They may interact, they might engage, they might ask me questions and stuff of what I'm doing, or they might just love to watch and just sit there and just watch all day. Especially kids. Kids really just like, they're so fascinated with everything in this world. And then you show them that you can take fire and some solid glass and liquefy the glass and form it into this and that. They get so mesmerized by the things that can be made. It's really awesome to be able to do live glass blowing. But it's just not ideal to make all the different things. Someone's there and like see me making something, like, oh hey, can you make this? Can you make that? It's like, yep, I sure can. It just may not be ready today. You may have to come and get it from me tomorrow or another time. Set up a pickup time, but yeah, it can be made. I can make it now, or I can do it in the comfort of my studio, where it'll be more ideal for me to then make it. But some people like to watch their item be made, and then that's always the risk of, well, it can be made there, and if I don't have the kiln with me, then there's a potential that it can crack, and then it won't even come out, and then the item that they saw made will just have to be replaced. Which isn't cool, but it is what it is, and sometimes that happens. I can't guarantee everything's going to come out on the first try, but I can guarantee you that I'll make something and kiln it and get it right. So if you ever do place an order, I'll guarantee that I get it done right. Dang it, I keep hitting my head on the camera or on the stand. Alright, so as you can see, these don't take too long to make. So they're also a really easy watch. When you're doing live glass blowing demos, you want to have an item that, people aren't going to get bored with watching. There's items that we'll make where it might take an entire day, 8 hours to complete a whole thing. It may require an entire day of just preparing what you're going to use, the different colors, if you need to twist up different colors together, pre-make different tubings, points, stuff like that. Some things may take a whole day of preparation before you even get to work on it. So sometimes there may be 2 days of work just to make one item. So it all depends, on what you're making and stuff. But when I'm doing the live demos, I tend to just do things like this, real quick and simple. That way, the watcher can sit there and it's not too long. It's like, okay. And then I'll try to make a flat back pendant. Now let's make a mushroom with a flat back pendant. Now let's make a flat back with just like some sort of a 3D dots or implosions on the back or things like that. Let's make a dolphin. Let's sculpt a dolphin. Let's make a Christmas ornament. Let's make some candy canes. So then when I'm doing my live demos, then I can switch it up and do all kinds of different things within those hours. And for me, I'm simply just making inventory. I'm making items that I know are going to eventually sell, or will sell right then and there, because usually when a person's watching it being made, they're like, I want that one. Having the experience of being able to say that they've seen that one being made, that's the thing about making these mushroom pendants right there on the spot, is I can make these, and then I can sell them, let them go, and have full confidence that, you know, over 10 years, 20 years, they're still going to be fine. They're not just going to crack out of nowhere. Other pieces of glass, when you add a lot of layers, a lot of different colors, and a different, you know, you just got a lot more stress going into the piece, you definitely need a kiln it. So some things I can get away with and do them live and allow them to be sold right then and there, and some things I just can't. And those of you who are watching right now, you're welcome to ask questions. I simply just talk because I know this video, you know, after it's live, people are going to be watching it, and having dead air is kind of boring. Right now I'm melting out the air bubble, getting that air bubble out once again, and then we round out the bottom. I start with the 4-foot glass rod and I cut it in half. So when you first started watching here, that's what I was doing, was cutting that rod in half. And now I have two 2-foot sections of rod here. They're 16 millimeter rod, so a little bit bigger than a 1/2 inch thickness or in diameter. And I make about, I don't know, maybe like 70, 75. I have no idea how many I can make with one rod. But I guess starting from this new batch of 25, we'll be able to see how many of these can I get made with one rod. Easily 50, I would say. Maybe 75. We use about 3/4 of the glass rod for each one, or at least I do. And then I pull the loop, and then that makes it about 1 inch tall or so. But the majority of that glass is, you know, it's just like a 3/4 of an inch. And it's a 4-foot rod. Sometimes the glass comes in 5-foot increments, but I believe these are 4. So that's 48 inches. And I'm using less than 1 inch on each one. So easily 50 of these per rod. What's amazing is the cost of the rod is only like, I don't know, like $5 to $7 I think nowadays. I know the price of glass has gone up. I purchased it by the case in bulk, so I haven't really figured out the math yet. But yeah, like close to $5 a rod, and then, you know, about $10 per stick of glass. It's like $8 to $10. So, you know, if you had $15, you can make one color of mushrooms all day and make yourself some good money. $15 investment, but then you have to invest the time and the energy on learning, and then the practice on making them, and then also practicing the loops, making sure they're nice and round, making sure the mushrooms pushed well, and making them, you know, try to get them identical with the same size and everything. But yeah, you can make good money making glass, definitely. And what I love about doing live demonstrations is when I'm set up doing live demos, of course I have all my glass set up for sale. So I'll be vending as well. I'll be set up with my booth selling my glass. And any time that I have my torch there, it easily doubles or triples my sales. Easily doubles or triples my sales, like without a doubt. So it would, you know, it would be wise for me to always set up and do live glass blowing demos to double and triple my sales. It just makes sense, but my issue is we had fallen into a hole and I don't have a vehicle, so I have to actually try to find a vehicle next Saturday to get all of my equipment over there, and so I can set up and do these live demos. So I'm promoting this. I'm manifesting that I'm going to be there. I'm going to make it happen. No matter what, we're going to make it happen, even if I have to go and rent a U-Haul van for the day or whatever. Whatever it requires, we're going to make it happen. Yeah, I wonder how parking's going to be down there. We're going to probably have to get there super early before they shut down all the roads and everything. Unless they allow the business owners to come in and park. But their parking is like right off of Central. I don't know if we're going to be able to get in and out until the event is actually done. We might have to be stuck there until the whole event's over. Unless we park behind, but then, well, I guess I could just leave my torch there for the night and come back and get it. I don't know. We'll have to figure it all out. But I'm either going to find out if I can get a ride or if I can borrow my friend's vehicle once again. Alright, so we're going to make one more of these, and then I'm going to let you guys go. We're going to try to keep this one really short. That way we can keep it more for promo and let people know about the live demos that are happening next Saturday, December 14th at the Twinkle Light Parade here in Nob Hill, Albuquerque, New Mexico. I'm not sure exactly what time I will be getting started, but I'll definitely be getting started before the parade starts. Parade doesn't start until it gets, dark. So after 6 o'clock probably is when the parade will start. But I'll be on the torch. I'm guessing about 3 or 4 o'clock. By 4:20 I should be on the torch. And like I said, we'll have some hot cocoa. I do believe it's free hot cocoa. Unless they're, maybe they're only going to charge $1 or something cheap. But I do believe it's free hot cocoa, and I do believe Santa is going to be making a special appearance. We'll see. Is Santa going to be making a special appearance this year? Oh yeah, and before we go, let me just share with you the lights, the decorations that I have. And maybe we'll be bringing those out for the Twinkle Light Parade and setting them up at our friend's shop at the Vaporium, which is 3808 Central. And I'll be doing the live demonstrations there, free live glass blowing demos. You come hang out with me, come chill, talk, make some orders. If I can make them there, then I will. If there's something small like this, come grab yourself a bunch of jewelry that I'll have available. Hopefully this week I'll be making a lot of Christmas ornaments to have available for next Saturday. And hopefully be making a lot of live ornaments live on the air. And whatever else that people may request. Maybe I'll make a Rudolph. I've never made a Rudolph. I just thought about that. Maybe I'll make a Rudolph for the first time. I've never made a Christmas wreath. That'd be kind of cool. Little glass Christmas wreath. Alright, I'm going to show you guys. our Christmas decorations that I picked up recently. I got it with a tree. It's an amazing set. I'm like, what? The ornaments, the not ornaments, what are they called? The lawn decorations. They came with a tree. I just wanted to get our family a tree, a nice lit up tree, pre-lit tree that was easy to assemble. You know, that I could just put in and out of the box every year, put in storage, and bam, it came with all these cool lawn decorations. So after I make this one here, the 5th one, I'll show you the lawn decorations and we'll call this a day. I may continue working, although it's almost 8 o'clock already, which is probably about that time for me to start getting ready to go here. But I may come back live again later. We may discuss more of what's going on with the Expo New Mexico. One of the first places I ever sold my glass at the flea market there. I don't know if I ever did live glassblowing demos. I wanted to. There was a year when I was almost going to get set up there, but it was going to cost me like $400 or $500 to come in the middle of the week, and I just couldn't afford it. So I never had the opportunity to do live glassblowing demos at the state fair. I always wanted to. But I did win first place and best of show at Expo New Mexico State Fair, which is awesome. Hey, thanks. I would love to learn. It's amazing and looks so therapeutic. Yes, a lot of people say this is like ASMR right here, where you can just sit and relax, right? Go get yourself a nice cup of joe, maybe a nice warm cup of tea. Get you some chai tea, maybe a little ganja tea, something like that. But yeah, if you ever want to learn and you're here in Albuquerque, I do want to get back into lessons and start teaching again. The location that I'm doing the demos at next week could possibly be converted into a spot that we can do classes. It's possible that I might be able to take some students on there. So we'll see. But hey, thanks. I appreciate it. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for listening, watching, relaxing. I don't know why the message was retracted, but thank you for commenting. All right, we're going to go look at the Christmas decorations right now. I'm going to show you our cool lawn ornaments and the Christmas tree that we got. I can't believe the amazing deal that I got for all of them all together. And it's like, what? Like, that's just ridiculous. So amazing. Oh, wow, look, a lot more people are coming in to watch. Good morning, good morning. So I'm doing live glassblowing demonstrations next week. Nob Hill, Albuquerque, New Mexico. If you're here locally, that'll be at the Vaporium 3808 Central. Just want to get that in real quick since we got a lot more viewers that just popped in. I say a lot. When I get close to 10, I'm like, wow, that's a lot. So thank you guys. Thanks for tuning in. I don't really get a lot of viewers here. You know, 20 or 30 would be like the most I've ever had, probably. My Facebook live streams, I used to have hundreds of people watching me. And then Facebook kind of lagged away and got really bland and can't really connect with individuals anymore. The algorithms are all messed up. So I've been building it up here, so I appreciate you guys all for tuning in. Those of you who have subscribed. Some of my subscribers recently won some free glass giveaways. I just shipped out some glass recently to some of my winners. That competition, that contest was open to subscribers only, which I didn't even verify and double check to make sure that all the winners were subscribers. That's funny. Like, uh-oh, you guys are going to have to send me back that glass now. Just kidding. All right, we're going to go check out the Christmas decorations real quick. Chime in real fast on the live chat if you guys want me to continue, since you guys are just tuning in right now. You want to watch a few more of these mushrooms being made. You know, I got 20 more to make to complete my 50 here. So we'll have a new batch of 50 ready to go. These are available for those of you who don't know. I'm making a batch of 50 available in bulk. You can purchase them without the cords for $100. That's $2 a piece, guys. I sell these for $5. You can easily sell my mushrooms for $7 to $10 because of the size and the quality of these. These are not those cheap generic ones made in China type of mushrooms. These are really nice, handmade, good quality, all rounded perfectly. Loops are all done perfectly. So I retail mine for $5, but like I said, you can buy them and resell them for $7 to $10. I don't even care if you make more money than I do on them. As long as I make my wholesale and my retail, then yeah. And if you want to learn, just keep on watching my channel here. I do a lot of tutorials. I mean, this is a tutorial. If you watch from the beginning of this, I basically shared how it's made and everything, you know, melting it down. And it's fun. I've been doing this since 1995. Glassblowing is amazing. It's been able to raise my children since I had my first child in 95. And yeah, it's been awesome. You know, I don't work all the time. If I work 8 hours a day, Monday through Friday, I would be more financially successful. But you know, this gives me the opportunity to spend more quality time with my family and to actually be here and to be present instead of always being gone and being at work. I don't have to be gone, you know, a 9 to 5 job or anything like that. I don't have to be forced to slave away. This has given me true freedom to be able to do what I do. I love doing this. I recommend anyone who has the ability to hold their arms up like this for hours at a time. You know, if you can hold your arms up like this and just spin, 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 get yourself a pencil, start spinning it in your hand. See if you can even do this without it bouncing all brown, 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 you know, all bouncing up and down, up and down. Try to keep it nice and steady. Pretend that there's a flame right there. Like, okay, let me just hold that in place. Keep that steady. Pretend like I'm melting it. And you just like grab yourself a pencil and just start spinning it. See how long you can do this and how quickly your hand will cramp up or not. Some people are able to do it no problem. Some people, it just is not for them. Some people cannot do tiny, minuscule details. Some people don't have the patience to sit here and wait for the glass to melt. They want it to just melt instantly. So it takes a lot of patience. Once you get into it, you know, like you're saying, it was real relaxing just to watch. Well, for me, it becomes very meditative and it becomes very zen-like. And I understand that I'm working with a fire. I'm working with all the different elements: fire, water, air, earth, and then the ether as well. You know, there's the fire. When you liquefy the glass, it becomes like water. The earth is the minerals, the material that it's made from, the silica and all the different things, the boron and everything else. And then the air, we're using oxygen to bring up the flame, and then the ether, not all the ideas and everything that comes from, you know, from above. And so it becomes very zen-like for me. It becomes a very meditative thing. When I'm not doing my live demos, I usually am just like right here honed in and just like, you know, I'm in my own little world. So I don't always go live every time I blow glass, but I do go live quite often, at least once a day. So I appreciate you guys watching. I'm going to show you guys the Christmas decorations I was talking about, and then I'm going to let you guys go. I got to get ready to go here. But come check out these Christmas decorations. I want to share them with you. They're really cool. Look at that. I've been watching you guys here. That way I can read comments because I can't read my little phone. Alright, here, let me turn this around real quick. That way you don't see our dirty home here. I don't know if my wife's awake or what. But come and check it out, guys. Oh, no, she's not. Alright, here. Let me turn this around for you. Let me move the chair out of the way. Look at this. Look at this. This is what I found. How awesome is that, guys? Isn't that so cool? Got a little unicorn. A little piggy. He's piggybacking on the hippopotamus. We got ourselves possibly a narwhal. He's a whale, but he's got a little thing right here. I think he's missing his horn. These things all come off. See, look, check this out. I can give him a little narwhal horn. There you go. Now he's a narwhal. I think he's missing one. I gotta ask the person who brought these over. That was really cool too. Was this individual had an awesome deal on these. This one's my favorite back here. The little penguin guy. He glitters and sparkles. He is so awesome. I love him. And unicorn. Who doesn't love a unicorn? My wife says she loves the hippo the best. The hippo's missing an ear though. So I gotta ask my client if she has the ear. Maybe it fell out in the car when she was delivering it or something. I'm not sure. And a horn for the narwhal. And then look at this beautiful tree that came with it all. We still got to decorate it. They don't have too many Christmas decorations on here. It's just all light. At the same time, though, I love the lighting of it. Look at that, cool. It's like, I don't know, laser etched or something. But I love the way that looks. It's all sparkles. Nice white lights. But aren't those cute, guys? My kids love them. My daughter actually hasn't seen them. Be here on Monday. And then I get to surprise. So yeah. Yeah, working on the upper body strength is a definite. It's a must. It's a requirement to hold your arms up like that because it hurts. I actually have rotator cuff issues on my right arm, possibly from blowing glass for almost 30 years. And so, yeah, it takes a lot of physical endurance and dexterity for sure. It's not as easy as I make it look, that's for sure. And I'm injured, and I still make it look easy. But like I said, I've been doing it for a long time. All right, well, I'm going to let you guys go. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and watching. I really hope that we can get these set up at the Twinkle Light Parade next week. So you might be able to come by and take photos with our little guys and possibly have Santa sitting right next. Oh, wouldn't that be cool? Look, it'd be like that. Santa sitting right here. All we're missing is Santa. That's all we're missing. We got the hat. Ta-da! We got Santa's hat right there. All right, I'm gonna let you guys go. Thanks for watching. Love and blessings. Come see me next week and check out the Twinkle Light Parade. Even if you can't make it to see me, come check out the Twinkle Light Parade. It's really awesome. It's so much fun. The kids love it. Santa should be out there, and I think we'll have a guest appearance by Santa coming into the Vaporium as well. All right, you guys have a wonderful week, beautiful day, and I hope you guys have a Merry Christmas. Happy holidays, guys. Love and blessings. We'll see you soon.